Stay tuned for the Caregivers Connect show with your host, Denice Rhodes, CEO and founder of Caregivers Safe Space. Caregivers Connect is a weekly radio show that provides encouragement, resources, and real conversations for caregivers. This show focuses on self-care, wellness, caregiving challenges, and community support. And now, here's the Caregivers Connect show.
Good morning and welcome to Caregivers Connect, where we are caring for those who care for others. I am your host, Denice Rhodes, founder and CEO of Caregivers Safe Space. Thank you for joining us today on Rejoice 102.3 FM radio, where if you are caring for a spouse, parent, child, or a special needs person, sibling or friend, or any other loved one, this show is for you. At Caregiver Safe Space, our mission is to provide education, encouragement, resource, and support because caregivers deserve care too. When we come back from this commercial break, we will be talking about mental health and the journey for caregivers. So get your friends and family on here. Every caregiver needs mental health. So we'll be right back.
Listen every Tuesday at 11:30 a.m. to the Caregivers Connect show, hosted by Denice Rhodes, CEO and founder of Caregivers Safe Space. Caregivers Connect is a weekly radio show that provides encouragement, resources, and real conversations for caregivers focusing on self-care, wellness, caregiving challenges, and community support. That's the Caregivers Connect show every Tuesday at 11:30 a.m. on Rejoice 102.3 and listen online at rejoice102.com.
Tell me what you think about when God changed your life after all that you've been through. Tell me what you think about how he sacrificed when he gave his son for you. Tell me what you think about where your life would be had it not been for his grace. You can tell me what you think about when. You can tell me what you think about how. You can tell me what you think about where. But you can't tell me that God ain't good. He's been better than good to me. He's real good. He's good. He's good. You can't tell me that God ain't good. He's been better than good to me. He's real good. He's good. He's good. He's good. Tell me what you think about when you drove home safe after drinking gin and juice all night long. Tell me what you think about how he saved your life when you should have been dead and gone. Tell me what you think about where your life would be if his favor didn't shine on you. You can tell me what you think about when. You can tell me what you think about how. You can tell me what you think about where. But you can't tell me that God ain't good. He's been better than good to me. He's real good. He's good.
Welcome back to Caregivers Connect on Rejoice 102 FM radio. And I'm your host, Denice Rhodes. And I am so excited today and honored to welcome our special guest, Dr. Carla Stewart, founder of CLS Comprehensive Service, LLC. She is the licensed medical health professional dedicated to helping individuals and families heal, grow, and thrive. If you have ever felt overwhelmed, emotionally drained, stressed, exhausted, or guilty while caring for someone you love today, conversation is especially for you. So let's welcome Dr. Carla Stewart. Welcome, Carla.
Good morning. How are you?
I am happy to have you on the show.
I'm happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
Oh, most definitely. So you know, we're going to get right into it, because if you want to tell people a little bit about you,
Sure.
And then we're going to talk about why is it mental health important for caregivers.
All right. I am Dr. Carla Stewart, the CEO and lead counselor of CLS Comprehensive Services, which is a counseling and professional mental health consulting agency. We provide services from birth to our older special populations, and we just absolutely love what we do. We're located in Flossmoor, Illinois, and we have a wide range of services for our families, individuals, and couples.
I love that. So with caregivers, what is one of the things why you feel caregivers need to at least see a professional person?
Yeah, I think that the main thing that we need to realize about caregivers is that they are people before they're caregivers, right? That's part of their role.
Right.
That's just one of the things that they do. And so we identify people by their roles a lot of time. We're like a mom, a dad, a caregiver, a brother, a sister. And what that does for people, it makes them to forget who they are as a person, and they start to lose themselves as people. And so having a space where caregivers can give that attention back to themselves, because they give it so freely to others, will help them become more resilient, become stronger, reduce their number of stressful issues. And it just puts them back into a place of where they are acknowledged and recognized for who they are outside of the role that they carry.
Yeah, so I'm going to talk about me and my, when I first saw my first professional, I'm going to say a therapist, and because, that's one of those things that we are ashamed in our community to talk about. And I was 54 years old when I first went to a professional. At that time, David had turned 27, and we decided that he wanted to go be with his dad for a little while, because we were divorced. And so my whole world was so wrapped up around him. So I didn't know what to do with myself. And so I had to recreate myself. And so, I went to see a professional, and they told me that was, when the child go away to college, they call it empty nester.
Empty nester, yeah.
And so he said, that's empty nesters.
Yeah.
So, you're going through that. But I'm like, I'm 54. He was like, it's just a little late. And, I felt, talking to other people, when you talk to your family and friends, sometimes they don't make you connect the dots. And so I really like the fact that, Caregiver Safe Space, that's one of our main focuses, to help people with mental health. And so I'm glad that you have this service that you can give to caregivers. And another thing, everyone, Carla is one of our board members, so we are lucky to have her on our board for Caregiver Safe Space. But what's the phone number if somebody wanted to contact you?
Yeah, if you want to contact CLS, and again, we provide counseling, mental health consulting services, 708-481-4CLS, which is 4257. 708-481-4257. We are located in Flossmoor, Illinois. We have in-person as well as telehealth, and we accept a wide variety of insurances and self-pay. So if that's something that you're looking for, we have some amazing clinicians that have availability right now to meet your needs.
Okay, my next question is, how can caregivers recognize the difference between everyday stress and caregiver burnout?
Yeah, it's a thin line, right? When it comes down to how do I identify what is stress and what is burnout? There are things that are little stressors that we experience every single day that we might not look at as stressors. Somebody cuts you off as you're driving, not being able to get in a grocery store, or even right now we are experiencing here in Illinois, a lot of storms have come through, right? That's a lot, that's impacting a lot of people across the state of Illinois. And so that's stressors. Cars are not working correctly. Trees are down. People still are without power. And so those are kind of the everyday stresses. They're not usual occurrences, but those are the things that you could say, okay, these are stressful. It's causing me some sort of distress. It's causing a disruption or discomfort in my life. But when you get to a place of burnout, it's almost like the feelings that you had or the experiences, reactions that you would have from stressful situations are numb. Right? You don't really respond to them the way that you normally would respond to them. It's just like you're going through the motions. Right. You're not really having a lot of feelings, and you're just doing what you have to do because you have to do it.
Yeah, I was on automatic pilot during the time that I was taking care of 3 men during COVID.
Yep.
And once my dad left, my husband passed, I just laid there, and it just was like, I was on automatic all that time, and then for 2 days, I couldn't get up out the bed.
Yeah. It's your body caught up with what your emotions had been doing all along. So it's like your body all settled down. It was nothing to run to do. It was nothing to, be involved in. And it's like, finally, I get to rest. So your mind had to shut off. And then, of course, if your mind shut off, your body is shutting off. And it's like, I'm finally getting the rest that I need. And I think a lot of times caregivers don't have that space until they're no longer a caregiver. But what we want to do is help them to find that space now. We don't want to wait until a loss in order for them to have the reset that they need. We want them to be able to get that reset while they're in the midst of caregiving. That kind of give them that recharge and that reboost to keep going on.
Okay. Wow. This is... going through this journey has really taught me a whole lot about being a caregiver. And because also with me, I took on as a superhero that, oh man, I could do this and everything. I took pride in it. And so many caregivers do. Either they take pride in it or they get frustrated and then they may mistreat the person that they're caring for. So it's really important for them to step back and reevaluate their own mental health.
Yeah, you have to have an outlet. Right. And especially in families where the caregiver might be the primary caregiver without a lot of help, you'll see a lot of that frustration because they're like, I'm the only one. Who's going to help me? Who's out there to do things for me? Where am I going to get my relief? And they feel like a lot of their lives are sacrificed by the care of others and nobody is seeing them. Right? So it's important to have some sort of community. And a community may be community and family. It could be a community in a faith-based organization, but it can also be an organization like what we have with the Caregiver Safe Space, where you have multiple people that understand your experience, that are doing the same thing that you're doing, that you can kind of bounce ideas off of, you can get reprieve from. And then also finding resources that will help you. If you don't have a large family community or a large community of people to assist you, getting connected with resources, which also Caregiver Safe Space can get you connected with those resources as well. Because if you continue on with doing that day after day after day without a break, then burnout is sure to come. Yeah. And we don't want you to burn out in the service of others, right?
Right.
That doesn't make sense for you to give your all and then you're burned out in the service that you have a heart to do.
Right. And most people, and when I first got into doing caregiving, I started looking at statistics, and then I saw statistics saying that a lot of the caregivers end up passing away before the person they're caring for. And so we want to make sure that we don't have people in our community that this happens to.
Yeah. And it happens often. And the fact that that's the statistic is very sad. It's alarming, but it's also enlightening. It shows us, that data shows us where the work is for us to do, right? Yeah. Because the data is needed. We needed to see it. And now we can say from that, how do we support these people to make sure that they are not, leaving this earth before their loved one, right? Because in a lot of cases, people are taking care of children. And if I pass away, who's going to take care of my child?
Yeah,
right?
that's me. Yeah,
Right.
because, I have David's special needs.
Yeah.
He's 38 years old. And so now I'm going through the process of trying to figure out, okay, I know I'm not going to be here forever.
Mm-hmm.
So what do I do? How do I put in place? And, I have a daughter and I don't want that burden to be on her.
Yeah.
But then, of course, she has stepped up. But as parents with small children, that you want to plan for,
Yeah.
what if something happened to you? We are not promised to be here forever.
Forever, right?
So, I had to even think about, so I'm in the process of now of doing my own planning for if something was to happen to me. And, it's a lot to going into it, and that's another reason why mental health, because you go through these emotions, and for me, I'll sit there and I'll think about these things. I could take maybe 15, 20 minutes and just be like, wow, how can I, what can I do to make this a better transition for myself?
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm dealing with all the emotions of being a mother and have to plan for, something that's going to happen.
So it's not just the planning for you then, right? And so there's an element that goes with, I'm planning for a future that I will not be involved in, right? That's the first part of it.
Yeah.
Before we even get to what it feels like planning for a loved one that you will no longer be there to carry, it's the heaviness of, I have to plan. And especially, every year we get older, and we recognize that there may be more years behind us than there are in front of us.
Yes.
That's one thing to contend with. Then I have to plan that out. And then I have to realize that I might not be here when my loved one is here. Yeah. And so that impacts your mental and emotional health. And if you don't have anyone to process that with, you're kind of ruminating on it yourself.
And that's what I do.
Right? You're ruminating on it yourself with no guidance, with no support. It's just you thinking over and over and over again.
Yeah.
And so you need that support. And I want that to be like a central message that goes out today, that support is needed for caregivers. Because as you are dealing with the weight of not only your own personal things, because in a lot of cases, they have to take care of the finances and the doctor's visits and the future planning for the person they're caring for too.
Right.
So that's like several jobs all in one.
Can you imagine having 3?
Yeah. At one time.
Right. At one time. I had 3 people that I'm caring for, and I had to make their appointments. I had to take them to the doctor's appointment and manage their finances, medication. So I had 3 different pill boxes for 3 different people.
And you had to keep up with that mentally while still trying to take care of yourself.
Right.
While still trying to.
So it's so important for you to take time for yourself. So, we do talk about self-care and maintenance because, I tell people when we have our meetings that getting your nails done, hair done, that's maintenance.
That's maintenance.
So we got to figure out what would you say is actual self-care?
Self-care is anything that you do that is nourishing you, nourishing who you are from the inside out. So say, for example, some people are able to take bike rides. Some people like to read. Some people like to listen to music. Some people just like to sit still and be. You have to identify what that looks like for you because it's not the same for everyone.
Yeah. And
so we can have a list. And I know there's been lists out there. These are the things that are considered self-care. And I looked at that list and half that stuff, I don't even do that. Right? Those are not the things. Those not on my list. That's not what's on my list. So you have to first identify in you what does self-care look like for you.
Right.
Okay. Which means a rediscovering of yourself. And this is where that mental health comes in because if I've been in a position of a caregiver for so long, there's elements of me that I've lost.
Yes.
I've had to look because I couldn't do it because I was caregiving.
Right.
So I just said, well, I just won't do that anymore.
Right. You sacrifice yourself because you're caring for somebody else.
You sacrifice yourself. And so getting back to finding out what that is, what is it that I absolutely love to do? What is it that brings me joy? You're right. Hair, nails, mani-pedis, even sometimes vacation. That's maintenance, right?
Right.
It's not always, self-care, but what is nourishing me? What fills me up? What fills my cup? Because I believe that you fill your cup, everything is in the cup, that's for you, and anything else outside the cup is going to be overflow.
Right.
So what is it that's going to fill my cup and make me feel nourished? Right. And whatever that is, I have to get back to that. That's going to give me the joy I need. That's going to give me what I need to move forward. That's going to give me what I need to be resilient. And that's going to refresh and refuel me for the next leg of the journey.
Great. I noticed that one of yours, I think this is your self-care, is gardening.
Yes, one of my self-care activities is gardening.
I meant to text you to tell you I saw some cabbage on your Facebook page. I was like, I need a piece of some of that cabbage you got, because that looks so fresh and real, like real cabbage.
The real cabbage. It was real. We have cilantro, and that's real too.
So is that how you do self-care?
That's one of my ways of self-care. It absolutely, I never thought, like when I was little, I didn't think I was going to be in nobody's garden.
I know, right?
Trying to grow stuff. But as I got older and I started to hear things that were going on in the world, I'm like, for sustainability. So we started gardening 4 years ago. Nice. And I remember, and we started small. And I remember the first time that I gardened, I cried. Oh. The first time I had something come up, I cried because my grandmother, who had passed by then, on my dad's side, she came from down south, and they gardened and farmed. And my mother said to me, Katie will be proud of you. And I said, why did she say that? Oh my goodness. And I just cried. But what it did for me was it gave me like that sense of joy and peace. It's something that I wanted to do. And I wanted to continue to do it. And it's just so much fun and it's so entertaining for me. So that is one of my areas of self-care. And I think my main area of self-care, my number one is singing. Singing is my sanity. That's what I absolutely does. I think I came out my mother's womb singing. That is my sanity, right? So those are my areas of self-care. Reading. I love to read, love to gain additional knowledge. So now I'll get a good massage. I'll get massages on a regular. I'll get my mani-pedi, but all of that again is maintaining. Right. And it's helping me to keep this body in order so I can keep on going.
Yeah, I love that. So mine says also I love to be out in nature. So I haven't started gardening, but I think next year I'm gonna have you work with me because I want to do cabbage. I would like to do cilantro, cucumbers, and I'm kind of thinking about watermelon. I think
we have watermelon. Yeah. We have cucumbers.
Okay, so so I need to figure out how I can start that because I have a smaller yard. Yeah. So I need to figure out how I can do a garden, and then my other thing is before thinking about the garden, I like to plant flowers. My yard 2 years ago was just simply beautiful. So this year I kind of been moving things around, reorganizing. So next year it will just simply be beautiful because, I had to get things changed around. But so it's gardening, walking, and being outside in nature for me.
Yep.
Those are mine.
I love it.
Yeah. So what else? Let me see. What else was I going to ask you about today? What would you suggest for caregivers to, on a 1 to 2, 3 items that you suggest that they should start out doing as of today, listening today? What do they need how to improve their mental health?
So one thing is acknowledgement. Acknowledge that there's an issue. A lot of times people say, I'm okay. And we've, used that phrase so much that we begin to believe it ourselves. So acknowledge that I need help. I'm not okay. And that's where our starting point is. Because if I don't acknowledge that, then I'm never going to get exactly what I need.
Oh, well, okay. That's something that I needed to say. Now acknowledge you're not okay. That's hard for me to ask for help.
Yeah. It's a challenge. I know. And it's because we want to be so strong. We want to be so resilient and we want to not need anybody. And that could come from a place of disappointment. Maybe people have let you down in the past. You've asked before and they say, oh, you got it. I know that's happened to me a lot in my life.
A lot. Yeah.
And I'm like, well, then I'll just do it myself. But what does doing itself, myself cost me? What does it cost me physically? What does it cost me mentally? What does it cost me in terms of time? Right? And so if somebody says, hey, can I do something for you? I already have a list of some things that you think that they can do for you.
Right.
Think about that. Things that you are willing to let go. Things that you're willing to release. Because there's some things you're like, no, only I can do this. Yeah. But there are some things that you can release and have that list ready for people.
Okay.
Because people will say, oh, what can I do for you, girl? And they really don't expect you to respond. You say, oh, no, let me pull up my list. Can you do blah, 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 blah? And okay. Yeah. Because I need your help.
Right. Yeah.
I need your help. You might not be readily able to say, hey, can you help me? But if somebody offers, have something for them to be able to do for you instead of just holding on to those things yourself.
You know, they're going to be surprised with that one.
I know.
If there's one thing that you could tell a caregiver for today, what's one thing they should remember from this interview today?
I want you to remember that caregiving is one of the greatest acts of love. It's one of the greatest acts of love, and love should never require you to lose yourself. The people you care for need your compassion, but they also need you healthy. They need you present. They need you whole. I want everyone to remember that while you are caring for others, you matter too. Wow.
Now that's powerful.
Yeah.
You matter too. And I like that you're saying the overflow. Do not pour from an empty cup. Fill your cup.
Yep.
And then the overflow goes to everyone else.
Yep. And everything in your cup belongs to you. That's how you start to take care of yourself.
Wow. So, Dr. Carla, I would like to thank you so much for being on here today. We truly appreciate your wisdom, your compassion, and the important work that you are doing with CLS.
Thank you.
I know today's conversation has been encouraging to so many caregivers. To every caregiver listening today, remember, you cannot pour from an empty cup. Take care of yourself. Not be selfish. It is essential. Your mental health matters because you matter. If today's program encouraged you, please share it with anyone that you know who is a caregiver. Visit Caregiver Safe Space and register to receive newsletters, resources, and come and support our monthly support meeting. We love for you to become a part of Caregivers community. Be sure to follow Caregivers Connect on YouTube, and please like, subscribe, and share our episodes so together we can reach and encourage more caregivers. Thank you again, Dr. Carla Stewart, and for joining us today. I am Denice Rhodes, reminding you that Caregiver Safe Space, we are caring for those who care for others. God bless you. Take care of yourself, and we'll see you next week, Tuesday, on Caregivers Connect.
Listen every Tuesday at 11:30 a.m. to the Caregivers Connect show, hosted by Denice Rhodes, CEO and founder of Caregivers Safe Space. Caregivers Connect is a weekly radio show that provides encouragement, resources, and real conversations for caregivers focusing on self-care, wellness, caregiving challenges, and community support. That's the Caregivers Connect show every Tuesday at 11:30 a.m. on Rejoice 102.3 and listen online at rejoice102.com. You've been listening to the Caregivers Connect show with your host, Denice Rhodes, CEO and founder of Caregivers Safe Space. To learn about upcoming support groups, events, and resources for caregivers, or if you want to contact us to share your caregiving stories, visit caregiversafespace.org or call 708-996-7302. That's 708-996-7302. Remember, you are not alone. While caring for others, remember to care for yourself. Caregivers Connect, caring for those who care for others.